Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. So this week I wanted to bring to you a pattern for a man scarf. It's a really easy project. It's really gorgeous and I thought it would be perfect in time for Christmas and Christmas gifts. So this uses the Alpine stitch, so I'm going to try and show you what this looks like close up, and it's a really lovely stitch. It's actually quite easy to reproduce. The free pattern is, as always, on my blog selinaveronique.com. I will be linking everything in the down bar and you can download it from my blog. So I will be taking you step by step through this tutorial, so I hope you enjoy it. It's really easy and it makes a great Christmas present for a man. And again, I will be linking everything that I will be using in the down bar. So to make this scarf, I used James C. Brett Marble Chunky. I will be writing down the exact shade that I used. And also substitutes. It's a chunky weight yarn, 100% acrylic, and it asks for a 6mm crochet hook. However, I used a 6.5mm crochet hook. You will also be needing a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors, and I will be speaking in US terms. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Yes, so this is the Alpine stitch. It's absolutely, I love it. It's so gorgeous. It's really easy to follow. It's a lovely stitch for a man's scarf or even a woman's scarf, for anybody, for any project. So yes, for this pattern, for this project, I will also be using a 6.5mm hook and a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle for those loose ends, and that's it. So I hope you enjoy. So for this project, I will be using a plain yarn just for video purposes. So you will be making a slip knot to begin with. So just go ahead and make a slip knot. Pop your hook through. Pull the knot tight, and you will be chaining 28. So just go ahead and chain 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you've chained 28, you are going to be placing a single crochet in the third chain from the hook. So just count 1, 2, and 3. And just go ahead and place a single crochet. So just pop your hook directly through, take your yarn, pull it through. You've got 2 loops on your hook, and take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. And there you go, you've got your single crochet. And you are going to be single crocheting into each and every chain. So just go ahead and repeat this into the next stitch and again into the next stitch until you reach the end of your row, and then I'll get back to you to show you what to do. So I finished row 1 and this is what it looks like. So a row of single crochets. So to begin row 2, we are going to be chaining 3, and that will count as your first double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work, and this counts as your first double crochet. And what we're going to do for this row is place a double crochet into each and every single crochet. Don't forget, the written pattern is downloadable on my blog selinaveronique.com. The link is in the description box. You can download it for free, and the written instructions can really help. So there we go. So this counts as our first double crochet, and what we're going to do is place our second double crochet into the second stitch because this counts as our first stitch. So just wrap your yarn around, go into the second stitch, pull your wool through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and this is your double crochet. And what you're going to do is place a double crochet into each and every stitch across. If you need more help on how to single crochet and double crochet, I will be linking videos in the description box on how to do those. So just go ahead and place a double crochet on top of every single crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead and do that. And yeah, I'll meet you back again at the end of this row. So I've reached the end of this second row, and here we have the chain space from the previous row, which is a stitch. So don't forget to just place a double crochet into this chain because it counts as a stitch. So just go ahead and place your last double crochet into this stitch, and this is what it should look like. So for row 3, you will be chaining 1. So chain 1, this counts as your first single crochet. Turn your work, there we go, and we are going to be placing a row of single crochets on top of our double crochets. So this counts as our first stitch right here. So we're just going to go into the second stitch here and place our single crochet. So just go ahead, pop your hook through, pull your yarn through, and into that next stitch do the same. Just go ahead and place single crochets into each and every stitch across. Again, if you need more help on how to single crochet, just rewind this video, or you can click the link in the description box on how to single crochet. So just go ahead and place your single crochets, and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. So I'm at the end of this third row, and don't forget this chain 3 here counts as a stitch as always. So don't forget to pop your last single crochet into that top chain right here. And there you go, you've got your last single crochet. So for row 4, I'll just show you what to do. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and what we're going to do is place our double crochets into the double crochets from 2 rows ago. So we've just done these single crochets. We're going to skip that row completely, and what we're going to do is go directly into these double crochets and place alternate and place front post double crochets alternately. So basically what this means is it's very simple. Don't get worried, it's very easy, it's very repetitive. So this is just like the beginning of the pattern that we will be doing for the rest of this project. So basically this is our first double crochet. So you're not going to place a double crochet into this one right here, this double crochet. What we're going to do is place a front post double crochet into this second double crochet from the 2 rows ago. So just wrap your yarn around like you would do for a normal double crochet. You're just going to go and place your hook from behind like so, pop it through like this. So very simply, I'm just going to try and zoom a bit. There we go, you've popped your hook through there. You're going to take your yarn, pull your yarn over, and you've got 3 loops on your hook as always. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, take your yarn, pull through the last 2 loops. And basically this is your front post double crochet. So I know it looks a bit strange, but it will work out perfectly fine. So what we're going to do next is place a normal double crochet into the single crochet from the previous row right here in the 3rd one. So basically we've just placed our 2nd stitch in this double crochet, so we're just going to go into the 3rd stitch and we're going to place a normal double crochet into the 3rd single crochet from the previous row. So just wrap your yarn around, go into the single crochet from the previous row, take your yarn, pull it through, take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and you've placed a normal double crochet on top of the single crochet. What you're going to do is alternate these. So obviously you're going to go directly into the next stitch. So just skip this double crochet here, right here, obviously because we've placed a double crochet here and this counts for this one here. You're just going to go into the next double crochet from the previous row and place a front post double crochet into that, which will count as the 4th stitch from the beginning, if that makes any sense. So I hope it does. So just take your yarn, pull it through. We've got 2 loops on our hooks. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. And basically the principle is that we're going to alternate normal double crochets on top of single crochets in and front post double crochets into the double crochet row from before. So basically just alternating these. So we've just placed a front post double crochet into this stitch, so we're just going to go into the next one. So obviously you are going to skip this single crochet right here because this counts as a stitch. So this is how it's so easy not to get mixed up, if that makes any sense. I hope all this makes sense. So to place your next normal double crochet on top of your single crochet, you're just going to skip this one right here, the single crochet that we have here, because obviously this front post double crochet counts as a stitch, and just go into this one, the single crochet, and place a normal double crochet into that. So yes, so this is just an alternate pattern. So I hope it does make sense. So once we've done that, this counts as a stitch. So this double crochet here, we're going to skip and go right into the next one to put our front post double crochet into. So just pop your hook through all this and place a front post double crochet into a stitch. So basically you're alternating normal double crochets and front post double crochets. So because we've just placed a front post double crochet into this double crochet, we're gonna skip 1 single crochet right here at the back, because obviously this counts as, so basically for the next stitch we are going to be placing a normal double crochet into the single crochet. So this front post double crochet counts as a stitch, so we're just going to skip that single crochet there and go into this one, to place our normal double crochet. And now we're going to skip this double crochet from the row before and go into the next one to place a front post double crochet. So just go right in and place your front post double crochet into that. So I hope this all makes sense. Don't forget to write a comment if you have any more questions. I always answer my comments on YouTube and Instagram or even Facebook. So just don't forget to just, write a question if you have any. So basically the next stitch is going to be a normal double crochet into this stitch right here. So just go into this stitch and place a normal double crochet. Again, it's very easy to know where you're at because you're alternating. So the next stitch is going to be a front post double crochet. Because you've just placed a double crochet here, which counts as a stitch, you're just going to skip this here and go into the next one. So just go directly into the next double crochet and place a front post double crochet into that. So basically you're just alternating those rows. So now we need a normal double crochet. This counts as a stitch, so you're just going to skip one single crochet here and go into that next one and place a double crochet into that. So basically this is the pattern. So if you need any more help, just rewind the video and just carry on with this pattern until the end of the row, and then I'll get back to you to show you the rest of this pattern. So we're nearing the end of this row, so I'm just going to show you what to do for the end of this row. So I've just placed a normal double crochet, and this counts as this stitch, so we've got 2 stitches left in this row. So what we're going to do is place a half post double crochet in the stitch before the last one. So just go ahead and pop your front post double crochet into that. There we go. And in this stitch we will be finishing on a normal double crochet in the chain 3. Actually no, in the single crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead and place your normal double crochet into that, and there we go, we've got a row of alpine stitch. So it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's so nice. It's just it's very easy, but it's just a rhythm you need to understand, like a pattern that needs to be understood. But once you've understood it, it's really, really, really easy. So for the next row, it's very simple. It's going to be a row of single crochets. So just chain 1. This counts as your first single crochet. Turn your work, and you are going to be placing a single crochet on top of every double crochet from the previous row. So this counts as your first double crochet, your first single crochet stitch. So you're just going to go into the second one and place a single crochet. And into the next stitch, just place a single crochet, and into the next stitch and place a single crochet, and so on and so forth until the end of this row. So we've reached the end of this row, and as always, don't forget that chain 3 space right here, into which from the previous row, into which place you need to place your last single crochet. So just place your last single crochet into this, and there we go, we've got our row of single crochets. If you ever have a doubt about how many stitches you need, just count the stitches in the previous row, or a row from any previous row actually, and just then count how many stitches you have on your row that you're making, and then you'll know if you've made one too many or not. So that's how I check that I've got the right amount of stitches. So to make the next row, we are going to be chaining 3. So it's just going to be a repeat pattern. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now. So I've turned my work. This counts as our first double crochet right here. And what we're going to do is place our front post double crochets and normal double crochets inside this row, on this row. However, we're going to alternate them from the previous row of double crochets, if that makes any sense. So basically, this is our first double crochet here. The next double crochet from the 2 rows ago is a front post double crochet right here. But we don't want to remake a front post double crochet on top of that. We want to have a normal double crochet. So what we're going to do is just make another normal double crochet into the second stitch right here to correspond, which will correspond to that front post double crochet right here, if that makes sense. So just go ahead and make another normal double crochet in the single crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead and make a double crochet, a normal one. So now we've got a normal double crochet on top of a front post double crochet. So the next double crochet that we have is a normal one from the 2 rows ago. So we're going to place a front post double crochet inside this double crochet right here. So just go right into this space and place a front post double crochet. So just go ahead and make your front post double crochet into this. So basically we're alternating the front post double crochets and normal double crochets. So the next stitch right here that we're going to place in this stitch is a normal double crochet, because here we can see that in the previous row we had a front post double crochet. So basically, as always, what I do is I look at my single crochet row. This is just like a tactic to know where I'm at. So I've made a front post double crochet, so I'm skipping this single crochet here. I'm going directly into this one. So just make a normal double crochet into this. So basically this is a simple way to know where you're at in your row, if that makes any sense, because obviously, because we're alternating front post double crochets and normal double crochets, you're automatically gonna skip one single crochet in your double crochet row, if that makes any sense. So now we're going to place a front post double crochet into this normal double crochet from the previous row. Just go ahead and make your front post double crochet. There we go. So now we're going to place a normal double crochet into the stitch after that. So just go ahead and make a normal double crochet into this stitch. And now we're just going to be placing a front post double crochet into the double crochet from the previous row, and this is the pattern. It's very easy. Once you get into the swing of things, it's very easy. So the next double crochet we will be doing is a normal one into this stitch right here. And then the next one is going to be a front post double crochet into this double crochet from the previous rows. So it's very simple. It's just alternating double crochets and front post double crochets. So now we're going to place a front post double crochet into this one right here. So it's very simple. I'll just let you finish this row and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. If you need more help, just rewind the video because it's really like a very easy pattern. So just rewind this video and yeah, and you'll know what to do. So basically, I'll just meet you back at the end of this row. So we're reaching the end of our row, and as you can see, our alpine stitch is starting to look really beautiful. So basically, I've just done, so I've got 2 double crochets left, so 2 stitches left to do. I've just done a front post double crochet right here. So the next stitch is going to be a normal double crochet into the single crochet from the previous row. So just place a normal double crochet into that. And the last stitch is going to be a front post double crochet into this very last stitch right here. So just go ahead and place a front post double crochet into that. So there you go. You've got your row right here, which looks absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I love this stitch. So for the next row, it's going to be the row of single crochet. So basically, again, just chain 1, this counts as your first single crochet, turn your work, and just go ahead and place a single crochet into every stitch from the previous row. So just this counts as your first single crochet, so go directly into the second stitch. So just go into that, place a single crochet, and into every stitch along. So as you can see, the pattern is really coming going well. So basically you'll be alternating rows of double crochets and single crochets, and alternating front post double crochets and back and normal double crochets. So this is the single crochet row. I'll just let you carry on with that until the end, and then I'll show you what to do. So I've reached the end of the row. Again, don't forget to place a single crochet into the chain 3 space from the previous row. So just place your last single crochet into that, and you've got your row of single crochets. So for the next row, it's very simple. Just chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this is just a repeat of the previous rows. So you're just going to look at your project here, and we have this counts as your first double crochet. So your second double crochet for this row is going to be a front post double crochet, because this second one from the previous rows is a normal double crochet, and as you recall, we alternate normal double crochets and front post double crochets. And if this is a normal double crochet from the previous rows, we're just going to go ahead and place a front post double crochet into that. So just go into this stitch like so and pop a front post double crochet into it. Sorry. So once we've done that, obviously the next one is going to be a normal double crochet, because obviously in the previous rows it was a front post double crochet. So again, my technique is very simple. Like I said, just to make sure that I know where I'm at, I just look at my pattern and I know that my second stitch was a front post double crochet, and I'm just going to place a normal double crochet in the third stitch right here. So just go ahead and place a normal double crochet on top of the single crochet from the previous row. And then the next stitch is going to be a front post double crochet into this double crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead, pop your hook through and place a front post double crochet into that. And then again, this is going to be just the next double crochet is going to be a normal double crochet. So just go ahead on top of a single crochet from the previous row. So there we go. So this is where I've just attached my yarn to attach the next skein of yarn. So don't pay any attention to it. I'm going to finish my normal double crochet. What I usually do with my loose ends is I just tie them in as I go along. So I'm just going to tie them into my next row. So just ignore that. So the next double crochet is going to be a front post double crochet, because we've just made a normal double crochet right here. So we're going to go into this double crochet from the previous row and make a front post double crochet. And this is all very repetitive. So we're just going to do this for the end of this row. So if you need more help with this alpine stitch, which you can see is coming along beautifully, I hope my explanations were clear. So if you need any more help, just rewind to the beginning of the video for the first row of front post double crochets and have a look at that, or just so just rewind the video if you need more help. Don't forget, I always answer my comments, so if you have any questions at all, I'll be very happy to help you. And just carry on until the end of this row, and once you finish this row, just do a row of single crochets and then a row of alternate front post double crochets and normal double crochets, and so on and so forth. And for the alpine scarf, you need to do 186 rows in total. Well, that's how many rows I did, and obviously I count both the single crochet rows and double crochet rows, obviously. So I made it quite long and quite big because I wanted it to be really snuggly, but you can make it however long you wish. So so that's how big I made the scarf. So so just carry on with this pattern. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for a new crochet video every week. Okay, bye bye for now.